Hello, my name is Susan Ashley, and I wanted to talk to you today with regards to manifestation in the male and the female roles. And the reason I wanted to broach this subject is because I get a lot of women in particular that don't understand their frequency and how it manifests. So I wanted to just give a little bit of information about that. Okay, so if you've chosen to come in as a woman in this lifetime, you've chosen to represent a particular principle of energy, the feminine principle. And that feminine principle throughout the universe is compassion, forgiveness, understanding, sharing. That's why women love to talk, they love to help each other, they love to tell each other what helps with this and what helps with that. Nurturing, healing, communication, tenderness. So the feminine principle also is primarily operating off their magnetic frequency. So they are a generator of energy. They're generators of life, aren't they? They give birth to children. Their body generates a whole being within it. So they're able to receive another soul through their aura. If you've ever seen someone give birth, you'll see their aura open up and the soul of the child coming through and embodying that child. And that's often why women shake at the end of a birthing experience, because their whole system has been broken open. And you could also see that, you can see that in other situations, but I won't talk about that right now. Anyway, a woman's energy is all about receiving, being receptive. So it's the woman that receives the guidance. She receives the dreaming. She receives the insight, the knowledge of what needs to be created on the planet to bring about that nurturing, that peace, that harmony that she so desires. So in order for a woman to manifest, she must first open to receive, in other words, be quiet. Allow your magnetic field to open up and to be what it is that you wish to receive. There's a lot of information at the moment out there about manifesting, and I believe that there's some very good information out there. I just like to shed my own light on how I see it, because I perceive energies quite acutely, actually. So women, to me, are magnetic, they're receptive. So if you think about something that is rippling out, so you have a lake, you put a stone on it, and that ripples out, but underneath it is another ripple, isn't it, that's bringing that energy back to where the stone landed, and then it ripples out. So it's quite interesting what it's creating in the water, isn't it? And that's how I see the feminine principle. I see her as rippling out and then drawing to her what it is that she wants. And once she's drawn the opportunity, that very thing, to her, she acts on it. So in other words, help me to we'll take something frivolous. Help me to find that perfect red dress for this thing. I feel I need to wear red. And all she needs to do really is open up to receive that, and she'll get a message. She'll get a message that says, oh, remember that shop that was having the sale that you drove past the other day? Why don't you go check that out? And she will act then on what she's received and manifest what it is that her heart's desires. So she'll go to the shop, she'll find the red dress, it'll be half the price, and everything's great. Now, men, on the other hand, they manifest differently. They manifest from action. So they're more electric. Now, I'm not saying that you as a soul are not magnet and electrical, electromagnetic is what I want to say. I'm not saying that you're not, you are. What I'm saying is that your gender, the gender that you choose in this lifetime, drives how you manifest in this lifetime. So a gender will choose what energy they want to represent, to learn, to understand, to master. Now the male is the electric counterpart, so his action. So in order for him to manifest, he must act first, then receive. Yes, but his vibration is predominantly honesty, integrity, protection, provision, creativity in a big sense of invention, yeah, morality, strength, courage. So I want you to kind of think about that. That's the male, divine male. So his job on this planet, what he's representing, is to bring to this planet a feeling of protection, not through war and violence either. To provide for the community around him, his family. To be honest. To be integral, to have moral standing. Meaning, don't blame the woman when you do something wrong towards her. So the male's strength comes in his ability to act. So in order for him to manifest, he must go out, find, research, yeah? Then he receives. That's how it works. Now, what I'm seeing, what I have seen, which really shocks me, is the amount of women that are in their masculine and the amount of men who are in their feminine. And what happens with that? If you as a woman need to be in control and you go into your masculine, that's the negative side of the masculine, and you go into your masculine, you start controlling that guy and you start actioning everything, doing everything, because you feel worthless or whatever feeling you've got on, and you start actioning everything for this man and treating him like a child, you create the parent-child relationship, and no one wants to have sex with their child. Well, in their right mind, they don't. So you've just buggered that one up. And then you have the situation where you're in your masculine and you're pushing him into the feminine in order to stay in the relationship. So he goes into receiving, which then makes him feel what? Resentful. He feels resentful. He doesn't like it. You're not trusting that he can go and do something. You're not trusting he can cook a meal or clean a bathroom. You're not trusting he's going to do the right thing. Women are the ones who hold the frequency of the relationship. And they haven't realised that. The man has to meet her. And if she has a very low standard for that man, he's not going to achieve anything. And he's certainly not going to action anything for you. I hear women all the time, oh, he doesn't do anything, he's lazy, he's just sitting on the couch all day. Then stop doing everything for him. Stop treating him like a baby and allow him to be a man and get off his backside. If he's not willing to get off his backside, remove him from the home. He'll soon get off his backside when he's got to support himself. Stop babying them. There's a lot of dynamics to relationships, and I'm just giving you a little view on what happens in relationships, and particularly with women who dominate and control a man, place him in his feminine, and then complain about him. So what do you need to do to reverse that? Stop giving. Stop actioning. Stop telling him what to do. Stop babying him. When you stop doing that, it might take, a couple of months for him to figure out, okay, there's something different here. I'm going to have to start acting a little differently to connect. You see, in order for him to stay in the relationship and stay in connection with you, he has to play the game. Now, I am going to go so far as to say that this was this transformation in the women's psyche and the male psyche around giving and receiving, etc., was deliberately created. Because if you can get the female in her male and the masculine in his feminine, they're not productive. They can't come together to co-create and be a power couple and really manifest something amazing on the planet. So you're disempowering both and you're controlling both. And on that, I'm going to leave you because there's so much to say about this subject. I'm going to think about some other things. But if you would like to ask me a question that I can answer, go to my website, lovelightandtruth.com, and send me an email, or write a comment on this and I will answer your question. Create an awesome day, and I look forward to hearing from you. Bye for now.